Here we have the Huawei Y7 Pro 2018 in its typical white box. At the front we have some colorful branding, while at the side we have the name of the product. Now lifting the top lid of the box, we are immediately greeted by the phone in all of its glory. Let's keep the phone aside for a while and go through the other contents inside the box. Pulling the pull tab, the first thing we have is a SIM ejector tool sitting snug inside a compartment. Tossing that to the side, the next item is a power brick to charge the device. Let's keep that aside, and then lifting the compartment, we are greeted by a USB Type 2.0 cable. Sadly, no earphones with the phone this time around. So that's all for the contents inside the box. Now let's move it all aside and get to the phone itself. So here we have the Huawei Y7 Pro 2018, and on initial impression the phone feels substantial even though it has a plastic body. Now let's quickly power up the device and go through the setup process. So while I set the device up, let's take a quick overview of the phone. The phone up front has a 5.99-inch HD Plus display with a pixel density of 268 ppi. Above the display we have an earpiece, some sensors and an 8-megapixel front camera. Below the display we have a thin bezel with a Huawei branding. On the left side of the device we have a triple slot combo of 2 SIM cards and a micro SD card. And on the right side we have the volume rockers and a power button. The top of the phone is empty, while the bottom of the phone houses a headphone port, a USB Type 2.0 port and a mono speaker. At the back of the device we have a dual camera setup made by a 13 megapixel and a 2 megapixel lens. The sensors are accompanied by a LED flash and a secondary noise cancellation microphone. And below the back panel is a Huawei logo in all of its glory. So that's about it for the physical aesthetics of the phone. Now let's move on to the phone itself. Since the phone is all booted up and set, let's dive into the software side of the phone. The phone seems to be running on Android 8.0 Oreo with Huawei's own custom skin EMUI 8.0 overlaid on top of it. Moving on, the phone sports a Qualcomm Snapdragon 430 processor along with the Adreno 505 GPU. It also has 3GB of RAM and 32GB of internal storage. And powering this device all up is a 3000 mAh non-user removable battery. The offerings of the Huawei Y7 Pro 2018 are quite good. For a price of Rs 20,900, the phone has a lot to offer. This phone is great for anyone looking for a smartphone with a dual camera setup under Rs 21,000 here in Nepal. Anyway guys, I will be using this device as my daily driver for the